Good morning, dear student. Today we are going to start the last topic of our chapter multiplication, that is estimating products. Now see, I have take one example. Estimate the product of 37 and 15. Now the actual multiplication is like that 37 into 15, that is the product is 555. Now estimating the product of 37 to nearest 10. Okay, now rounding rounding to nearest 10. Now first we rounding the number to nearest 10. See, now rounding of 37 is yes, yes, 40, good, and 15, yes, rounding of 15 is yes, 20. Now multiply, find out the product of this. T. Yes. 0 into 0, yes, 0. 0 into 4, again 0. Now 2 into 0, now 2 into 0, yes, 0. And 2 into 4, yes, 8. Now add, yes, 0. 0 plus 0, 0, yes, 8, no number is there, so write 8 only. Now estimated product of this 37 and 15 to nearest 10 is 800, and the actual multiplication is 555. Okay, if you multiply this number to nearest 10, first convert the number into nearest 10 and then multiply, so the product is 800. Now another method is, in this method, now another method. In this method, we first rounding the one number, yes, one number rounding up and another number rounding down in this method. So see, 37. Now 37. Now we convert this 37 to rounding, yes, up. Okay, so rounding of 37 is 40. It means rounding up and 15 to rounding down. So of 15 it is 10. So rounding down. Now product of this 40 into 10. You know 40 into 10? 400. 40 into 10. So directly I have to write 40 into 10. Yes, 400. Now see, this 400 is much closer than this actual multiplication, that is 555. And here this rounding to nearest 10, it is 800. So from this three above example, we have seen that this 400 is much closer to this actual multiplication as compared to this rounding to nearest 10. Okay, now see. Now estimate the product of 347 and 125. Now rounding the first you have to convert rounding the number to nearest 100. Rounding to nearest 100. Rounding to nearest 100. Okay, student. So the actual multiplication is 347 and 125 is 43,375. Now 347. So rounding to nearest 100. Now 347. Yes, student. What is the rounding of this 347? Yes, good. 300. What about 125? Yes, 100. Good. So the product of 300 into 100. Yes, student. I have directly multiply. Yes, 30,000. Okay. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Okay, student. Now another method. Again, one number rounding up and one rounding down. So 347. Rounding up. So the 347 rounding up is, yes student, 400. Rounding up. Rounding up. And yes, round 125 rounding down is, yes student, 100. Rounding down. Yes. Now directly I have to multiply 400 into 100 is equal to, yes, 40,000. Now see student, the actual multiplication of 347 and 125 is 43,375. And first another, this rounding to nearest 100, if you multiply, that is 30,000. There is much more difference between this 43,375 and 30,000. That means near about 13,375 difference. That means 13,375. And here 40,000, another method, that is one number you have to rounding up and another one is rounding down. Okay, so in this the product is 40,000. That means much less difference is it. So from above to example here and this, so we have find that if you rounding up and one number rounding down, so it will be much closer to the actual multiplication as compared to the rounding to the number, rounding of the number. If you rounding off both the number, then it will be much more difference as compared to the actual multiplication. And in this method, if you rounding up one number and rounding down another number, their product is much more closer to each other. Okay student, hope you understand.